we also had some TikTok videos. I'm addressing my TikTok videos now. All right. So before I get into this, I want to say to my brothers, because I know the information that I put out is very unheard of. All right. Most people are not speaking about these things. Most people are not getting into these topics, but I do, because there are a lot of things all of us need to know, especially women. Now, as I go through here, I only give the facts, the things that I can back up and you can go and take a look at for yourself. All right. That's the only thing that I'm giving are the facts. Now, you have the right to take the facts and formulate your own truth, but I'm giving you what the facts are. And once again, don't believe a word I say. I encourage you to go and read for yourself, okay, or study for yourself. Okay, so now to my brothers, I know this information is difficult. I had a wonderful brother on, and we're going to bring up more people. As a matter of fact, if there's somebody who wants to come on and even speak about any of these, especially my sisters, if you are interested in speaking on this, please drop a message. So, but in this session, I spoke about some things that have been hidden from us in general, men and women. I've spoken about marriage. I've spoken about children and who creates or who determines the sex of the child. And in this particular one, I had some comments and I want to respond to them. Let me see if I can find it. All males, and this is not a diss. This is not a diss to men. I'm just being upfront and honest because nobody has told us this. But all males come from chaos. All males are born from a woman who is in chaos or turmoil. All males are born of chaos, period. Now, let me explain this so we can understand clearly. A woman who is in her right mind, who has peace, whether it be mentally, spiritually, and emotionally, when she's balanced, the only thing she's giving birth to is a female. That's the only thing she's giving birth to. When she's got balance, she's got peace, she's giving birth to a female. But when she's not in her right state of mind, when she hates her job, she's getting beat up in her marriage or her relationship, and she can't find whatever she's looking for, and whatever it is, she's unbalanced, eating wise, emotionally, she's a wreck. Well, she's likely to degrade that child to a male. And this happens at the beginning of the pregnancy, not at the end. Now, with that being said, I'm going to go into these comment sections. Now, some of them don't even need to be addressed, but I do want to answer some questions. Now, I had someone to ask, can we get some articles on this? She asked, do I have any references for her? So one of the things is I need to be clear that the things that I'm speaking on, they come from years of study and a whole bunch of different fields. So one of the main ones that I had to share with her is to take a look at the Mary J plant. All right. With that Mary J plant, that's one of the first researches that I started to do that helped me understand how beings are created, or the male and the female being are created. And you might be saying, but that's a plant. First of all, most of y'all probably didn't even know, as much as people talk about Mary J, that Mary J has a male and a female. All right. And when you understand how Mary J procreates, then what you're going to recognize is that Mary J is very powerful in so many different ways in helping you to understand what's going on in this dimension. All right. So let me just say this with Mary J. And if y'all know what I'm talking about, the plant Mary J, I can't say it on here because they'll cut me off. But with Mary J, the whole issue is that there's the female. That's where all of the potent stuff is, the THC that people get lose their mind off of, that's that Mary J. Now, it comes from the female. As a matter of fact, what they'll tell you is anybody who grows Mary J or understands how she operates, they're going to tell you got to kill the males. If you don't kill the males, then what's going to end up happening is they're going to, what they quote unquote, what was told to me, blow their stack all over everything and turn everything into a hermaphrodite. Then that'll destroy the whole population, according to all of the people who are proficient at growing Mary J. You got to destroy them. You got to kill the males. All right. And I've just told you why. Now, one of the other things that you learn when you're checking this Mary J is that if the soil that you plant your seeds in is not right, if it has any kind of issues in the soil, if you plant Mary J in soil that has bacteria or fungus or any kind of issues, it's too wet, it's too dry, then you're more likely to have males. But the more perfect the soil is, the more likely the plant, the seed, is going to grow into a female plant. All right, so this helps to understand that it's not just on a plant surface, because you got to remember everything is only reflecting back to the universal law. The nature reflects back to the universal laws, and then humans and animals and all that reflects back to nature. All right, so what's happening is when you're understanding that, you understand that the soil, when it comes to humans, that's the mind. All right, that's the mind. So in your mind, in her mind, if she's having issues, if she's getting beaten up, if she's getting any kind of, she's hating her job, or she's not eating well, or whatever. And let me say this also to be clear. A female can be born when a woman is under duress. But if it's a boy, you know for certain by the fruit that she was going through it. That's what I'm saying. All right. And then there's other things that I can't speak on, because we have studies, my own personal studies, and then other studies that I'm still researching that speak about how you can tell based on the characteristic traits of the female or the male, what happened with the woman as well. But I don't want to go into that. But I can just tell you, if the sex is a male, you know for certain she was going through it mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. All right?